Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Ambassador Shah Lukang, Chairman Pakistan-China Friendship Association, Council General Yu Boren, my good friend, Sheikh Mohammed Arshad, President, Lahore Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Dr. Aisha Ghaus Pasha, Minister of Finance, Government of Punjab, Mr. Abdul Basit, Chairman, Punjab Board of Investment, Mr. Almas Haider, Senior Vice President, Lahore Chamber of Commerce, Honorable delegates from our most friendly country, China, respected businessmen from Pakistan, Punjab, and distinguished former presidents of Lahore Chamber of Commerce and members of Executive Committee of the Chambers, government officials, parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning.
你好，大家好。今天我讲就是有很多人一个是给下中国大使在大河 Mr. Shah Lukang， 他是中巴协会，还有是很多代表，我欢迎你们在大河。
I don't think you need to translate. I think they all know English probably. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, while Ambassador Shah was at his best on his feet, I was really wondering who else can be a better committed, emotional spokesperson for the people of China, the government of China, and including the people of Pakistan and the government of Pakistan. I think what Ambassador Shah has said in his speech, it has made me speechless, made all of us very emotional, and because he spoke from his heart, he was saying all kinds of right things. Some of them were very pleasant, and some of them were facts of the matter. Little curt, but very relevant. And I think that's what is the essence and spirit of our relationship. I would say that I would not add on to what he has said, but I would like to squeeze my articulation to those areas which do not become repetitive, so that your time can be saved and we can really move forward. First of all, I would like to thank you, Ambassador. You are a great ambassador of China-Pakistan friendship, for finding time to visit us again along with a wonderful delegation from China with your guerrilla fighters. We have Chinese guerrilla fighters here and Pakistani guerrilla fighters here. So together we will surmount the summit of Himalayas, and together we will explore the most valuable resources buried in the deepest ocean of the world. China and Pakistan have always been wedded into unique relationship. and it has no parallel in contemporary history. It has no precedence in terms of our friendship, our trust, our understanding, and mutual faith in each other's strength, honesty of purpose, and sincerity of commitment. But what, Ambassador, you mentioned just now was very relevant, that 68 years down the line, our friendship, as I said, doesn't know any parallel in contemporary history. But it did not reflect the economic part of Chinese strength and urge on our side. There was always a gap between this wonderful friendship and our economic cooperation, economic bonding, whether trade, joint ventures, investments, and so on and so forth. And let me answer this question and solve this jigsaw puzzle. And I'm not trying to promote our name or trying to promote our government, but this is the fact of the matter. And this is God's honest truth, that this friendship, higher than Himalayas, deeper than the deepest ocean, and sweeter than sugar and honey, and iron friendship, iron brothers, has always been there. So that's always been a constant. There was never a doubt about this relationship, not only in Pakistan, around the globe. I know at various points in time, foreign newspapers, even foreign diplomats would hint at times sarcastically or at times seriously, that China-Pakistan's friendship. But here is the catch, that this friendship, as I said, is a constant, and what is the variable? That is the point at issue. I am not trying to cast aspersion on the sincerity of any previous government of Pakistan. They've always been, all of them have been wedded to this idea that we have to have the best of relations through the worst of circumstances, be it peace, war, earthquakes, floods. This friendship has stood the test of the time. But why is it, ladies and gentlemen, that over the period of time, trade between China and India has touched $80 billion. And trade between the two best friends around the globe is still hovering around little over $10 billion. That investments from China has taken place all over the world, and Pakistan, its best friend, lagged behind. That innovation, research and development and modern high-tech initiatives were taken around the globe, but Pakistan did not benefit from this wonderful opportunity available from our Chinese brothers and friends. Is it that China was shying away, or was it our fault? Is it that China dithered, or we were not able to stand up and cash upon those opportunities? Is it that China had second thoughts about our friendship, or we were not able to live up to their expectations? I think these are the most thorny questions we really need to ask ourselves, ponder over, and have very honest introspection. And here is the answer. Here is the truth which we must accept without fear of favor. And that is that it was entirely our fault. How could this be possible in this day and age, that China, which stood with Pakistan through thick and thin, stood by Pakistan through the wars, had its own war with a country, neighboring country, 30, 40 years ago. And today, their bilateral trade touches $80 billion and ours is just hovering around $12 billion. It doesn't make any sense. So the only answer is, ladies and gentlemen, that we lagged behind. We didn't have the urge, the commitment, or the desire to reach out to our Chinese brothers and friends in those decades and attract their investment, their commitment towards Pakistan's economic portfolio. They were never shying away. They were always ready. They were always committed. But then, obviously you had to have, or we had to have, a right kind of conducive environment to attract these investments, to attract Chinese businessmen in Pakistan. And why didn't this happen? Even though, if you go towards and look over, gloss through the list of Chinese gifts to Pakistan in these 68 years, I will keep on reading the names and the list will not end. Whether it's heavy mechanical complex or Silk Route or various other very sensitive projects which China did for Pakistan's well-being, machine tools factory. I mean, I can read right now off the cuff dozens of these gifts to Pakistan, and yet the list will still not end. And then, if this happened, why didn't our commercial business cooperation increase, blossomed? This is a very, very thorny question we need to ask ourselves. If I go into details, I think I'll probably digress. So this is not the time and this is not the opportunity to spell out what happened and why didn't really focus towards east and always focus towards west. That was not a mistake to have focused towards west, but the mistake was that we missed east altogether in terms of our priorities, our planning and our vision. So I have explained the constant, and that is our friendship that has always been there no matter what happened to the world. The variable is that at this point in time, the Chinese leadership, he mentioned about Premier Zhou Enlai, who was a great friend of Pakistan. All Chinese leadership have always been committed towards Pakistan. Premier Zhou Enlai had visited Pakistan and visited Lahore. He was hosted, function by Lahorites, Shalimar Bagh. We were all young those days. We were going to schools and colleges, and we have those fond memories that how Premier Lee was given Pakistan in Pakistan's history one of the most warmest, heartwarming welcome when he landed at Lahore Airport. I still remember that I was a student and I went to Lahore airport, and there were crowds in thousands and thousands on both sides of the road, all the way up to Mall Road. Those of you who had witnessed those wonderful sights, you still remember how this friendship really nurtured. But then it's all about bread and butter. It's all about well-being, economic well-being. It's all about how you improve your lifestyle. It's all about how you employ your unemployed youth, how you enhance your production, how you enhance your economy, exports, imports, trade, commerce. It's all about that. And today's diplomacy is all about this. Gone are the days when diplomats would have political diplomatic jargons and had nothing to do with economic matters. Today, diplomacy is all about economic matters. And therefore, I can tell you with all sincerity of purpose that the present Chinese leadership found enough commitment, matching commitment, trust, and professional approach in the present government of Pakistan led by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. And that made a difference. Otherwise, Ambassador would vouch my statement that this one belt, one road or CPAC vision was always there in the cupboards of Chinese planners. But then they dusted it off and took it out, and in the last 2.5 years, the engagement between the two leadership and at the function level resulted in CPAC, which is one of the largest Chinese investment portfolio anywhere in the world. And he is absolutely correct that with Kazakhstan and other Central Asian countries which will have linkage with one belt, one road, they have offered similar olive branch to these countries so that the entire region grows economically. The entire region has the feeling of prosperity and progress. But Pakistan is the only country, I can say without any fear of contradiction, where the CPAC projects are not on papers anymore. As I speak, unprecedented construction work on these projects is underway. Whether it is Port Qasim 1320 megawatt coal-based power project in Sindh, or Sahiwal 1320 megawatt coal-based power project, or Zone Energy solar power project in Bhabalpur, or Thar-based coal power projects in Sindh, or Angro power projects, or hydel power projects in KPK, Port Gawada, its development, Port City, and so on and so forth. Actual work is on the way as I speak. This has never happened in Pakistan's history. You sign MOUs, even you sign agreements, and they take years to take off. Here is one history's biggest departure, that in April last year, when Chinese President Honorable Xi Jinping came to Pakistan, signed these agreements, and in 2015, the last quarter of 2015, work had already started on some of these projects. When was the last time, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of commitment was shown on the ground? Never in the history of Pakistan. And mind you, these are not billions of dollars earned by China through oil or gas. This is their hard-earned money through their blood and sweat. Every penny is accountable. Every dollar is accountable. And China had far better opportunities to commit these investments other than Pakistan. Because of the challenges we face today, we all know about it. I don't have to go into that. The challenge of extremism, counterterrorism, the challenge of lack of energy, and other related issues. But China did not peep through the prism of commercial aspects alone. China took the decision overwhelmingly, keeping in view friendship with Pakistan, their love for the people of Pakistan, and trust and faith in the leadership of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. So here we are, and now it's all up to us to leverage this unique opportunity. And such opportunities don't come very often. In fact, once in centuries. And this is an opportunity we have to leverage, and it's all up to you, Pakistani guerrilla fighters and Chinese guerrilla fighters. B2B, business to business engagement must take holistically, and government of Pakistan and government of Punjab is there to support your efforts. We will act just as a catalyst. We're not there to invest in industry ourselves. This is not the job of the governments. The governments, efficient governments, always come up with policy instruments and support the efforts of private sector. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, that under the leadership of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, we are there to support you in all your endeavors to enhance all these opportunities and convert them into reality. For example, on this corridor, on both sides, you can have industrial estates. Government of Punjab is ready to offer land for industrial estates, and then let the private sector come and invest in those areas with your Chinese counterparts. China has already announced that they are shifting their production capacity, conventional production capacity, out of China because they have gone into high tech, into more innovative industry, and they have to be competitive. Their labor is becoming expensive. So what a wonderful opportunity that in leather, in cement, in steel, they are absolutely ready and prepared to shift those capacities to outside world, and preferably to Pakistan. I can tell you with fullest authority at my command that Chinese leadership is ready to support all those ventures where these capacities are transferred to Pakistan. And then, as I said, China's trade with India, China's trade with Pakistan are comparatively still cheap labor, can play a very important role. These CPEC projects, as President Lahore Chamber of Commerce said, will have subcontracting. Obviously, I'm sure Chinese companies wouldn't want to ship those items from China which can be easily fabricated here in Pakistan at competitive terms, and they will save freight, they will save their cost, and you will get these opportunities. But it's all up to you to come up with quality products, your proposals, so that they can bite your proposals and these joint ventures can take place in subcontracting, exporting to India, and so on and so forth. So sky is the limit. I will not take any more time to go into these details. Suffice to say that it is now or never. And ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you very frankly that this great This great opportunity must not be lost. Otherwise, we would have incurred permanent loss to our economy. We would betray the trust of the people of Pakistan. We would dash their hopes. So it's all up to us, the governments of Pakistan, provincial and federal government, business community, traders, investors, planners, everybody. You will have to stand up and be counted. Any riff-raff will not work. This will tantamount to damaging our trust and our confidence. You have to come up with best products, best technology, best commercial terms, and that will most definitely enhance Chinese trust in you. In conclusion, can I dare say and share your feelings and join my voice with your voices that even though these are great investments in Pakistan, but these are great gifts from China. There's no doubt about it. Why would, please tell me very frankly, why would Chinese government or Chinese investors come and invest in the four nook and corner of Pakistan when they know that there are potential challenges, life challenges, ongoing challenges? They would want to go to much safer waters. But their commitment and their decision to come and invest here has commercial aspects, no question about it, but much more than that, it is their commitment to Pakistan. Because it's not all about profits. You might make huge profits, but then if your investment is not safe, you will not look at that proposition. I can give you a couple of examples that country A offers you 30% profits but doesn't have good security arrangements. Would you want to go over there? The answer is big no. You will not go over there. And then these investments don't carry any political strings, political conditionalities. You won't be asked to do more once these investments have taken place. That is your biggest level of comfort, that you will always be regarded by China as an equal nation, a friendly nation. You will never be pushed by them on any issue. This is the most shining example of two iron brothers, that China has always respected Pakistan's integrity, Pakistan's independence, has never pushed around on any issue. This is the lesson of the last 68 years. So, all said and done, let us resolve that we will not lose this opportunity, and let us resolve that we will catch upon this opportunity, leverage this opportunity by enhancing Chinese trust in us through your very transparent, honest, professional dealings with our Chinese counterparts. That is going to be the success story, key to our success. And you will see in years to come, inshallah, Pakistan will become a country to be counted. We will stand on our own feet. We will be dignified. Our production will enhance. Our employment will go up. Our poverty will reduce. And Pakistan will be marching towards the road of prosperity for which Quaid-e-Azam carved out this country through great sacrifices. Ladies and gentlemen, let us say at the top of our voice, Pak-China Dosti Zindabad! Pak-China Dosti Zindabad! Pak-China Dosti Zindabad!